Hello, what's up, good people? Oh, my camera. How are you? Welcome to another episode of The Mess. And things are going to be.
Hey, what's up? You're muted. You're muted.
Am I muted? Oh, let's try that again. Okay, welcome to The Mess. I was muted. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Starting off with the giggles already. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, 2 shows tonight. We're just going to keep it real cute, real simple. Me and Evie have been watching Gossip Girl. Yes. So we're going to start with some Gossip Girl tea. You know, HBO Max rebooted it, redid it. And I actually, because I've seen half of the original version and I know, how it ends. I know who was end up being Gossip Girl and all that. But I actually like how they, rebooted it and they added social media as an influence and then had an influence as an influencer as, one of the main characters and, showing her up and downs of being an influencer and how she has to post on social media all the time and everything. But I actually like, I watched episodes 1 twice because I felt like I missed a couple things, but it was an actual good reboot, to be honest. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not like the original. I'm like, most things are not going to be like the original. They have to have their own aesthetics and things to, make their own lane. But I actually have enjoyed it. I will say as we got deeper into the season, it was some things that I was just like, child, really? Seriously? Like, really? But no. It's been I think it was a good lead up, and I think the mid-season finale did a lot of, setting up for the second half of the season. Mm-hmm. That I hope that we will get some resolution, some answers, because I just don't understand that kiss. I don't understand it. I wish you would have just put other girl with somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
I agree. I didn't watch the last 7 minutes of it, but I watched the rest. But the last 7 minutes, I still got 7 minutes to catch up on it.
My bad, because I clearly just said that.
Spoil it. I don't care. I don't care. You can spoil it. I don't care.
I'm so mad because it's like I feel like all this leading up and this building up and this character development, all this relationship building, it's just for nothing. You want the 2 sisters to beef. Like I feel like y'all want them to beef over this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because it's like you can't set the younger one up to be like, the prominent sister, because that's what it looks like. She is the sister that comes from a life that does not have all the fame, the fortune, or whatever that these other characters have. She's just a regular smart girl who, makes her own decisions, makes her own choices, and just keeps it moving. And y'all put her in this world where her other sister is just this big person, this influencer on social media, and you want her to follow her footsteps, but it's not like she can't. Like, I'm sorry, she cannot.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to because, like, it was crazy. Like, in the first 2 episodes, like, when they try to take her, when they try to take Zoya under their wing and, her 2 friends, Monet and, Luna.
I love Luna.
See, and I'm going to get on that part in a second. I got some thoughts. And opinions. And, when they try and, doll her up, she's like, this isn't me. Like, this
right.
And then, at the end of the episode, when she pretty much comes to school with, like, regular clothes, like, she doesn't dress up. She's, like, in regular clothes, got a hoodie, got, her headphones.
Her own style.
Looking like a hipster. And I'm like,
right.
Okay.
Hey, Grandma Q.
Hey.
We love you. I do.
It's crazy because Monet. See, this is only the actress is amazing. Savannah.
Yes, I love her. I want her in more things. I don't know if I want Marvel or DC to get her or somebody. I don't know, but some type of supernatural show. If they did a True Blood reboot, make her the main character. No shade. I would love to see her as Sookie Stackhouse or I wouldn't want to see her as Tara, but I would love to see her as Sookie Stackhouse. No shade.
Yep. And my thing about her is when Zoya comes to the picture, she automatically doesn't like her. Like
Hates her.
Her and Luna automatically don't like her. But at least Luna, she's like, you know what? You're Jillian's sister. I may not like you, but I guess I'll do what I got to do.
Right.
Okay, but then Monet keeps showing her disgust. Like, how come the darkest person on the show has to be the one to hate her, to not like, and be mean for no reason?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you even acting like what does she ever do to you?
Right.
To treat her like that? Like,
it comes off as Monet knew that if Zoya had the potential to be like her sister, she would surpass her sister in all things.
Right.
Just, she could feel that aura, that energy, because, she's a sweet girl. She's a smart girl. She's beautiful. So if she has the right tools to be an influencer in her own way, just like her sister is doing, she would surpass her because people would genuinely like her calm demeanor, her niceness, her, how she is, her aura. It's not like the sister where it's, very forced and very, I'm this and that, and I have all of this. Whereas Zoya is just like, this is me, I don't have all of that, I'm just being me. And then I just feel like they would set Monet up just to be the villain.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Why is the darkest person on the show the villain? Like,
right?
No.
Every time she came on screen, I was just like, she's gonna say something shady and mean, but I'm gonna be like, yeah. Like, God, it's like I did not want that for her because I felt, and what I want from her character development, if you're gonna make her the villain going forward, I do want to see about her because that's the only character they really didn't touch into. Mm-hmm. They touched into everybody else, family issues, personal issue, relationship issues, friendship issues. She's the only one. Monet is the only character that had a friendship issue with, Luna and I keep forgetting her name. Oh God. Zoya's sister. Oh, Julian. She's the only. That's the only thing we got from her was that she wanted Julian to do what she was doing, but then we had that little issue at the end of the mid-season finale. But that's the only character that we did not see any type of backstory, any type of development or anything. So I'm hoping on the second half of the season that we do get to see, why are you like this? Do you have some issues that are going on at home that you're hiding? Because we don't know that. We know everything about everybody else. And I love how we did get to see everything from every character. I felt like the first 3 episodes was focused on Zoya and Julian. Then 4, 5, and 6 were focused on, the other 2 girls, the guy and the girl that are in a relationship. Then you had Max. And I felt like Max's story was Max's story was messy, but it was good. Max's story was messy, but good because, you have Max trying to, go after this, something that he's not supposed to go after, but then he makes this whole big deal and everything. So it was really good. I enjoyed it. Very messy, very drama. That's the stuff that I like to watch, and I also like to write with Supernatural. So it gave me everything that I wanted. Like I said, what I want from the second half, I want to see more of Monet. I want to know what's her backstory. I really do.
Especially now that she went to the other now that she helped, that the episode like that ball and they dressed up. I thought it was funny that they dressed up like Chuck Bass. I'm like, okay, that's clever nod to the TV show. Okay, all right, yeah, Chuck and Dan. I'm like, okay.
Right.
And then when she goes over to the other school, to help style them, and did they win? Did the other girls from I can't remember. Did the other girls from the other school win it?
I think they did, but then I think it was more of the focus and attention was still on Zoya and Julian because of what they did.
Mm-hmm. And that was
because they still got the cover and everything. Julian and Zoya just did what they wanted to do at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just something that makes me so upset.
It does because it's it don't have to be like that.
Why is the darkest black girl on the show, the villain. It's like, come on! I thought we got over this trope. I thought we got over it. Come on,
right?
And then these teachers. One thing.
Okay, so when it started off, I said, oh, I'm thinking like in my head, like, who's gonna be the gossip girl out of this group? Who's gonna be? Maybe it is, maybe it is Zoya. Maybe it is gonna be Zoya. And I'm just like, Then they did that, and I was like,
we knew right from the jump.
Seriously?
It was interesting because the original show, we found out like the last episode that Dan was gossip girl.
Right.
And then at the beginning of this one, we automatically know who it is. So I'm like,
right.
In their journey of being that was interesting. Like how we know who it is, and like we can actually see the toll
it
takes on them.
Yes.
Because Dan, nobody knew that unless books are like pay really close attention. Like it was Dan?
Right.
But now just watching the teachers just go through being messy.
I just knew they was about to get caught when they had the people come in and everything. I said, oh, they about to get caught. But the fact that you had one of your colleagues take the fall, I was just like, oh, y'all so messy. Like, God. But I do like the fact that we know who it is. And like you said, we're going to see what the dynamic and how it affects that person and those teachers doing this. I mean, it is kind of, weird and messed up how the teachers are a gossip girl, but at the same time, it's like, they feel some type of way of how the students treat them and everything. So this is all, like they said at the beginning, this is a way that we can get back at them. This is a way that we can probably, shut them down or make them be a little bit nicer to us. And then what happened at the end of the first episode, I think, Julian was nice to the short blonde-headed lady. So, I do like the fact that as you get deeper into the season, it's not like they fighting over control of the gossip girl, but they're telling that one main one to pull back a little bit because you're invested in it too much. At the end of the day, you are truly invested in it too much. So the fact that we get to see that happen and that development is, is good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. I give this first half of the season, I give it an 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a 7. I give it a 7.
I was gonna say 7.5, but I was nice and generous. I'm the generous queen. I give it an 8. Because like I said, I like mess. I like drama. There was some parts that I was like, yes, go off. There were some parts. Even I think my favorite scene is the scene at their birthday party. When the whole situation, when you see the video and everything, of what happened to Zoya in the past and how Julian had to come to herself and actually confess and deal with that type of emotion of how she's been treating her sister, that I felt like that was an emotional moment. I felt like that was a good moment for the series just because look what you've been doing to this girl. She ain't did nothing to none of y'all. She just trying to do what she can do to, stand up for herself and go against y'all at the end of the day because y'all pushed her to that. Just saying. And
also the dinner scene when she just starts going in on Augie's dad. I'm just like,
she's my favorite character.
Like, ooh, and then Obi, like we kind of see what Obi is and his how he is in his natural habitat. He's
right.
Even though he seems like this, type of rebellious dude, when it comes to his mom, like he's gonna do what his mom says. And it's like, and she's like, well, why don't you stand up to your mom? Like, well, just like, when she's like, tell your mom what you're talking. Like, girl, that's something you do not do.
Right, that is something you do not do. I don't know, Obi. I'm pissed with Obi. I'm just sorry. It's just like I get it, but at the same time, once you see them 7 minutes, you'll understand why I'm mad. And I'm just like, you full of shit, just like everybody else. Like you just like your gang of gossip girls. Like you the same person. Keep Zoya away from that crew. Sorry.
Kristen Bell coming back to voice her. Still hits the beat, hits right perfectly.
Yes. I love it. It's a great show. I'm excited to see what happens and how the season will, conclude and everything. I hope it's not going to be like 3. I hope it's like 8 episodes, just like the first half was, just because I feel like they have a lot of things that they need to resolve. Like I said, with them last 7 minutes, once you see this kiss, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Because I was mad, because I don't understand. I like Julian. I just wish she would move on. Mm-hmm. And now I'm looking at Obi like, I wish you would have moved on, because you never moved on. You just wanted something for the time being, because you didn't know what you wanted.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what the second half is gonna give us.
Me too. I'm invested. I'm like, okay,
invested. Seriously.
And it's, in my opinion, it's better than the original.
Do you think that's because of aesthetic with
both
film technology, or do you think that's because of because of the writing of the beats, of how they're just going boom, 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 boom?
To be honest, it's definitely aesthetic. Like, the characters in the original, they had their moments, like with fashion and things like that, and they kind of incorporated it, in the new one. But it's just something about this one that I can relate to more than good in the original. I'm like,
child, because I was just looking at Max like, child.
And also it's 3 black women,
right?
In it, because this was, when the original came out, it was when the CW, like maybe 2-3 years in CW was going, and they were still in there, pretty white kids with problems, and Goth Girl was right smack dab in the middle of it. Rich white kids in 5, plus Dan, going to a private school and like all their goings on there, but now that I see 3 black women in this now, I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more invested in it.
Right.
As before. It's like, okay, which is why I'm still upset that Monet is the villain. I'm like, why?
Right. She's not the... I think what it is that... I think it's her passion for what she wants to do that has made her, have this aura and this energy of being that baddie bad. If you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If you're not gonna say this, I'm gonna say it. If you're not gonna take this step, I'm gonna make the move. That's what I'm saying. And I really hope, because we didn't see none of her family, her personal issues, herself. We didn't have a Monet focused episode. So I'm hoping that, because they saved it for the beginning and how she switched up, and now that she's possibly going to be, the villain going forward, or that the person that's going to be causing all the commotion, I'm hoping that we do get to have that 2 or 3. I want 3 episodes focused on Monet. Just saying, because I feel like everybody else got 2 or 3 I think every other character got 2 episodes to focus and have their problem and have it resolved. I don't feel like she had that opportunity. I feel like they were saving her. If you look, how I'm thinking about it, it's like they saved her because she is the bigger plan of the series. That's all I want from the second half is, let me see her backstory. What makes her tick? Why does she do the things that she do? Is she at a place with family where she doesn't have nobody, that her mom and dad are, so focused on careers and everything like that? Is that why she's so isolated and she does what she do when she's at school with her group of friends? Because that could be the case. But I want to know more about Monet.
Yeah.
I stand Monet because I feel like she is a great character. I feel like, but we have not seen that past, that backstory, or whatever that makes Monet. We've only seen Monet with her friends, or Monet how she treat her friends, or Monet how she treat other people. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
So we'll pick up once the season starts back.
Yes.
And we'll be back going. All right. So Titans. Titans. I'm saying it like Candyman. Titans because I want them to appear. Titans. Oh man, season 1, we were all like, "Child, what y'all doing? What you doing?"
Right.
You know, we get into season 1. It's a little choppy, a little slow, a little good. You know, then we get into season 2, and we like, wait a minute. This is supposed to happen at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
You know, when we get into season 2, we get a little more, get a little more juicy and everything like that. But I'm sorry, we get to season 3, and I am invested, like, because, like, and I know. These are not our characters. These are not our comic book. They're not following it, but it's just like, I feel like they learned their lesson from season 1 and season 2, and I feel like they're applying it now. I don't think a lot of people understand that, but I do feel like they are applying it now because, like I said, season 1 was slow. Season 1 had things where you were like, okay, and then how season 2 opened up with that first episode, that should have been the finale of season 1. You know. I felt like it was. That's where I say where it's choppy. I feel like season 1 into season 2 is choppy. And then with season 2, it was a lot of beats that were not. It's that Hawk and Dove for me. Like, I was over it. Like, I was like, I mean, I get why they're there, and I get we trying to work on the relationship, but it was like, child, but.
It was like their own separate thing. It was like their own separate story.
Every time it felt like it was another series, and I was like, y'all should have just introduced them and then maybe gave them their own solo mini series or something. Because I felt like that whole season 2 could have been a whole mini series by themselves, because that's what it felt like.
Yeah, and because they were still incorporated in the flashbacks when it came to them dealing with Deathstroke and then back. And I love Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, but Izzy Morales.
Like, when I found out he was gonna be Deathstroke, I was like,
he was incredible. Like, he was awesome.
Yeah, he did great. He had it down pat. I think favorite scene is when they was fighting in the church because he didn't care. He didn't care. He did not care. He did what he wanted to do. But nah, every time he came on screen, if he didn't have the suit on or when he had the suit on, I felt like he commanded the camera to look at him and focus on him because he did what he needed to do. But yeah, Deathstroke. Oh, Deathstroke.
Like, I loved him as Deathstroke. He was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
And like season 2, something about season 2, it had its problems. Of course. Problems, but I was still just sitting there watching it like,
because I'm still mad at them for not letting Donna, y'all.
We gotta talk about that. Okay, we
got. I honestly, I was like, wait a minute. Out of order. Like, I said, not trying to sit up here and kill the Amazon
with
lightning. Like, seriously.
Funny because the Wonder Woman 84 trailer came out like a few months after that. It's like,
she stood up there riding lightning like, hey. Oh God.
Like, don't do that to my girl Donna Troy. Like, that's not how she need to go out. Like,
right.
If she gonna go out in a blaze of glory, not by electrocution. Like,
okay. Come on. Pissed me. I was so, and then the fact that it was the last episode, I was like, oh, y'all full of shit. I said, now y'all gonna try to end the season up with y'all trying to kill off a prominent character. Okay, all right, bet.
Like, it felt like the last, like, they can never get, for some reason, the first 2 seasons, they can never get their season finales right. They can never.
I heard you the first time, Q. I heard you the first time. We know. Out of pocket.
Yes.
God.
Yes. And she was just like,
And I love Donna. We all know that Donna. I'm a big Wonder Woman fan, but I also love Donna Troy. I got a few comics with her in it, and I love Donna Troy. So the fact that y'all did what y'all did pissed me off. I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
Right. And when I saw on Instagram that she was coming back, I was like, "Thank God, thank God they can try and do something better with her now. Like turn into Roya. Like bring when she goes back to Themyscira, have her train even harder."
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they need to because I feel like y'all have already made the character weak. So it's like you cannot go backwards. You only can go forward. You have to make her stronger. You let us see her go through a trial and tribulation. My favorite thing to say. Let her see go through. You know, coming back if they do bring her back to life, which of course she's coming back to life. And the thing I want to know is how are you going to bring her back to life? You know, when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, Red Hood. So are we going to introduce the Pit? You know, because I'm a big fan of the Pit. I mean, the only time that I've seen the Pit live action was on Arrow.
Right.
And I mean, it was cute or whatever. And I think what it was for me is that it was the character that they chose to put in the Pit. You know, but other than that, it's like I was thinking, like, are you gonna introduce the Pit? Are you gonna put her in the Pit? Because now I'm thinking, like, is she gonna have bloodthirst? You know,
and
for what?
Do something to help her with that.
Yeah, that will. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna put her in the Pit and she has this bloodthirst, and then Raven has to figure out more of magic and try to help her contain that bloodthirst so that she can be, you know, back to normal or be able to contain that thirst for blood and everything, I would love that. But I don't think they're going to introduce the Pit.
I don't think so. Because I feel like how Jason came back, the toxins that he took. Because remember, he inhaled it before he went to go to the amusement park.
And so I'm still thinking about what you said.
Yep. And so I'm like, okay, so that's probably how he stayed alive, like that toxin that he had.
Why are you trolling? Why are you sitting up here trolling today? You know what? Do what you do. He's sick. Sick as a dog. Oh, we're gonna do an Arrow breakdown. Everything that was wrong, everything that was right. Out of order. Oh God. It was so funny because when I watched Arrow, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, oh, what is happening? And then I started seeing people on Twitter about this show is trash. I'm like, oh, it is trash, but it's not, but okay. Oh man.
I feel like the toxin helped Jason stay alive.
Yeah.
I feel like the toxin helped him. That's what helped him, come out of dig himself out of the grave. I feel like that's what or however they buried him.
What if the toxins, and I'm just because I was thinking this too, because I think about what you said, maybe the toxins came from Crane. I do think that, but what if the toxins is a little piece of it is from the Pit? I keep trying to put the Pit in there because I just don't understand how you're going to introduce Red Hood or bring anybody back to life and you not introduce the Pit.
Right.
So I'm hoping that there's some type of either Crane got some type of chemical from the Pit or got some type of sample from the Pit and he made his own little synthetic of what the Pit is and then gave it to Jason. Jason got addicted to it or whatever you want to say, just introduce the Pit. That's all I want,
Yep. And I'm curious as to how Jason got in contact with Crane to begin with. Because you notice before he became Red Hood, when he took the toxin, okay, this boy was in cahoots with him before, or got it somehow before he even turned into the Red Hood. So
right.
My mind was going like,
and then at the end of episode 4, I'm just like, y'all stupid. You know this is a setup, right? Like this is a setup, and he done played y'all off. Red Hood is playing y'all like serious. Like I'm sorry. Red Hood is playing the Titans, and I love it because that's what Red Hood does. He just plays people, and he does what he wants to do. So
I'm sorry.
And then what?
Hank should have known. Hank should have known something wasn't right. He should have known something wasn't right.
When he got to the place, when he was going, I was like, okay, maybe, because I was thinking Hank was like, doing it just so he can get closer to him and try to fight him or whatever. But I was like, maybe Hank might give him a chance because Hank might think, like, if he's listening to him and how he sounded, even though I knew that he was playing with him and his emotions and everything, I was like, maybe he's just going to try to give him a chance and everything. But when he made him strip, I said, Hank, he's playing you. Like, he's literally playing you. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
By that time, by the time he would have made me go to a second place, I'm like, okay, this is
a setup.
Right, he's in his right mind now. Like,
right,
making me go here. Like the first time, when Jason called, he really did sound like, like
no, he sounded. I was so sad because I was like, oh my god, he's fucked up.
And I'm like, okay, I get. Maybe the things are doing. Maybe he's coming down from the high from the toxins, and he really is feeling. Like that. No, he's feeling no withdrawals. I'm like, okay, maybe this is true. But then he kept making Hank go to these different places. Like, no, you get played. You get played.
Right. Play, like, I mean, play, like, like, and I can't even, like, I can't even stunt, like, Red Hood, the way he be fighting. I mean, like, get him. Book him up real quick. Bop.
Was the first, like, it really showed their charisma, like the first fight scene of episode 1. Like, and you could see the smirk on Dick's face. So, like, I'm hot. And then, like, Beast Boy doing the cool,
yes,
karate moves. Like, yes, Boy doing his thing. You're like, okay.
Right. And then, I'm sorry, Miss Starfire, with the whole fire shit coming down so gracefully. I was like, yes, go on. Yeah, Starfire is my favorite. Always will forever be. We can go ahead and touch on Starfire because she's having these visions and everything like that. And what I like about it and this development of her character, what her character art is that we get to see her in this different place and what she's trying to do and everything like that. And she's so confused because she doesn't understand what's happening to her. And it's like, girl, like, figure it out before it's too late or whatever. But with this last episode, I was super excited because, as Beast Boy told her, he was like, Raven was having flashbacks and everything, but until she embraced it, she can understand what it was trying to tell her. And what I like about that is that they did that, whole analogy and everything. And then with her, she was able to find Blackfire. So,
and that was that relationship. I'm like, at first I thought, when season 2, they made Blackfire look like this, big baddie. All the stuff that she's done. And then, when Corey goes, in to get her from the facility, it's like, oh, I see where they're going with this. They're trying to make them frenemies now. Okay.
Right.
But Starfire is still, not Starfire, is Blackfire going to be the main villain now? Or are they going to fight side by side? My mind was going, like, so are they going to fight side by side now?
Right.
Like, what's going on here?
I think they're going to fight side by side and then become enemies. I do. I feel like they're going to fight side by side because, I mean, like you said, with the season 2, when she did appear, it was like, but it all makes me think what happened when she did crash land or when she did get the Earth. We didn't know when she got the Earth and everything like that. So it's like, that's what I hope we get to see more of that when she finally got the Earth. And then when the government did capture her and everything like that. Because that is another missing piece to the puzzle. But I like Blackfire. Blackfire, that whole their whole little talk about, their relationship from being younger and where they are now. I think it was a touching moment because we got to know a little bit about Blackfire, but we also got to know about their relationship as a whole. And I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. And it was interesting because, when they were about to leave, and he said, yeah, she'll still be alive by hundreds of years. We're all gone. Of course, like, you're going to keep her down here? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm getting my sister.
Let's go.
We're leaving.
Time to go. Like, time to go. You're not about to keep her down here for, if she can live for hundreds for what? I might as well take her with me. If she do whatever she got to do, I'll handle her, whatever.
I in check. I can keep her in check.
Right. Yes, like I'm the only one that can probably beat her. Like seriously.
Right.
But nah, I'm enjoying Titans. I will say it was shocking that they did kill Hank off. Like,
well, I mean, I expected it because it was beat for beat how it was supposed to go. Because everyone's like, after he gets the bomb, it surgically put in his chest. Everyone's seeing it. And it was like, Hank, you're gonna be okay. No, you're gonna get through this. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. It's like, yeah. It's like he's not. I'm in myself like he's not gonna make it because they keep saying he's gonna be okay. Like he's not gonna make it. Out of order.
Out of order because I said, and then it was just the way that they were, everybody was talking to him and everything. I said, child, y'all about to sit up here and kill this man. I said, y'all about to sit up here and get this man off. And it sucks because it's like I said, I wish Hawk and Dove could have had their own series.
Because there's so much backstory there that's so good, like their origin episode, like with more with Hank and his brother Don, like Donnie, like go more into that, like they didn't just do like one crime fighting thing and the accident happened. I'm pretty sure they had plenty before.
Right.
So it's like I would love to see that, and then a little bit more. And it is what it is, but
Look at your homeboy. You're out of order. Like you cannot say stuff like that. Oh God, not the bomb. Oh, that's funny, cute, good one.
Like how they did it.
How they did it was epic because it affected another character. So how they did it was epic. Like,
as soon as Dawn had the gun, she pointed the gun at Jason. She shoots like Superboy is like, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He's getting it. He got, he has the right amount of percentage. He's running. Boom, Dawn pulls the trigger, and then Jason, you have the detonator. It's just like she's like, what just happened? And then
right. It's the way Connor, when Connor ran up and went through the fire, I was just like,
he's gone. Like
he's gone. Like
as soon as it, like you see this look on Hank's face, like shit, I'm about to go.
Like it was good. I think it was good beat. I think it was a good, especially with them releasing episodes 1, 2, and 3. I think that was a great cliffhanger to build up to, because I felt like they did build up to that with episode 1, 2, and 3. Just because of how they placed Hawk and Dove, and then Dove leaving. It's just like you literally wrote them off. No shade. Like you literally wrote them off, and which is okay, but it's like, damn, like it sucks that it has to be written. They had to be written off like this.
You know what would be interesting though? What would be really interesting though?
I'm here for it.
If Wally made his introduction and he reversed and he went back in time to save Hank because they need him. And
you want to put a speedster in this? You want to put a speedster in this right now? Like I can't take I honestly cannot take a speedster right now. Like I can't. But yes, I would love a speedster. Like I would love a speedster right now. Oh, I would love. Please introduce a speedster. Please introduce Wally. We need him.
Like I feel like that would be the perfect
retcon.
Like something has to happen, and they have to get all the Titans. Even there was like, well, Hank's gone. Like Dawn's in Paris, and Hank's gone. So how are we going to get him? And it's like, well, I can run back in time.
Right.
What? And then he can run back in time to before Dawn gets off, so Connor can get there in time.
Right.
And stop Dawn from pulling the trigger.
Yeah. I hope they do introduce us. I would love for them to introduce Wally in season 4. Like, I feel like it would be perfect. I feel like I said, because I feel like this season has elements, beats, and aesthetics that I feel like they have learned their lesson from season 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
It feels totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it literally, I don't know, because it's on HBO Max or whatever. Like, season 1 and 2 feels like a whole nother alternate universe than what we are now. It felt like, it also feels like 5 years passed.
It does. It does feel like a long time.
It felt like 3 or 4 or 5 years passed from season 2 to 3. It just feels different. That's why I'm excited to see what is Raven. I'm ready to see how Raven's situation is going on. And the TV the TV shows have already messed up the speeds. There's enough. Don't need another duel. No, we want a speedster. I mean, lesson learned. CW is different from HBO Max. I mean, I would like to see. I'm really hoping that season 4 that they do cast a speedster, or season 5. But season 4, I'm really hoping that they do cast a speedster, because I feel like the beats are there, the elements are building. I feel like they are in a place where they can actually. I feel like what they're trying to do is have just Titans. And not saying that Dove and Hawk are not Titans, but I'm talking about like the actual core Titans. And that's what it feels like they're trying to do now.
Yeah, now that Dawn and Hank are gone, they introduce new characters. Because I'm ready for my boy Beast Boy to not just transform into Tiger, but they kind of hinted at it. They kind of hinted at it because he was looking at like books or something like that.
Yes.
Just like,
And he was looking at the video, the TV show, the little National Geographic TV show, seeing the animals and everything. What I was curious about is was it Dick or was it somebody was looking at Bruce's file? I think it was Dick, and he saw all those other recruits. Stephanie Brown. You had the other girl that has the glasses when she's robbing Carrie, like. And then you had the black guy who might potentially probably be Batwing. Like, it was just like, I was just like, oh, now she had recruits on deck.
For a second, let's talk about my boy Tim Drake for a second.
Okay,
I'm ready for him to get his due. Like,
he's doing well. I love it.
I'm just ready for him to get in there somehow. Like, I'm somehow, some way getting.
I think it's gonna happen. You can tell that they're setting him up to take the mantle of Robin. Like, you can tell that they're setting him up because it's all the beats are there. Him having his bike having the bat symbol on it. Him being affected when Jason died and everything like that. Mind you, we haven't seen him since then. So. I'm just ready, like you said, I'm ready just to see how it's gonna play out.
I think somebody's gonna save him because, like, in some of the promo pictures, like some of the pictures that they share, he has like cuts and bruises on his.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna save him. Maybe Dick. Maybe like something's going on and like they out or something, and he somehow finds his way to Wayne Manor and like he gets involved. But I'm ready to see my boy don the Robin costume. I'm ready.
Me too, because he is everything. I feel like he's going to. I feel like once he does get in, he's gonna have the command of the screen all the time. Like, he's gonna have good moments. He's gonna have good fight scenes. He's gonna have great character development. So I'm super excited to see how they do that with him.
For sure.
So, do you think Scarecrow is the villain?
Oh yeah. I feel like he orchestrated, well, at least as far as like Jason's storyline is concerned.
Right.
Before season 4 aired, I was like, okay, something's just not adding up because Jason is not this smart.
Right.
He is not this. He doesn't think ahead like this. He doesn't think 5-10 steps ahead like this. So I'm like, somebody has got to be pulling the strings. This makes no sense, especially with the trigger, like the detonator being in the trigger. Like, he had to have somebody in his ear telling him to do that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, but how? Who? And I'm like, okay, Crank. It has to be Crank. First, that's the only villain that they're really concentrating on at the moment.
Yeah.
So, okay, and Barbara's like, yeah, we're getting our we're getting our intel from Crane. It's like, okay. So Crane is making himself look like the MVP so he could earn some good, some brownie points with the Gotham PD.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of release program is like, look at see all the good I've done for you. Maybe y'all can release me. Y'all, because good that I've done. It's like, no, that's not gonna happen. So
Right.
it's I devised another plan. So he, somehow, some way, he gets in contact with Jason. And he gives him the toxins, or Jason gets his hands on the chemistry book with the toxins. He makes it himself, and then once Jason dies, he gets in contact with Crane, and he's like, "Hey, Bruce did this. We're gonna destroy everything that this city, Bruce, Dick, Barbara, everything that they love." So
Right.
it's like, yeah, I'm in. So I feel like that probably is what happened. I might be off the mark, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure
Nah,
that.
I feel like you own it because at the end of the day, when you have toxins, that's one of Scarecrow's, tactics. When it comes down to, being a villain, he creates toxins and everything. So I feel like you right on the money with that. I just want to see how this all gonna play out. Like, even with this being episode 4, like I said, I'm very intrigued, very invested. Cannot wait to see what else happens because this has really been a good. What you say, Q? What is that?
You might
I
start.
think
It's gonna be the condiment king.
you the condiment king. How about that? Now mustard your way out these comments now. God. Oh no, but I'm excited to see where it goes and everything. Like I said, I'm super excited to see what they're gonna do with Donna.
Mhm.
Like I think my 3 most things I'm excited for is Morris, Starfire, and Blackfire,
Yes.
Raven, and Donna, and then Tim Drake. Just to see where they're gonna go with that, only because I'm excited. He has so much emotion already, so I'm ready to see how he's going to fuse that emotion with being a Robin. Are you gonna channel that into your fighting aesthetics and how you going to take down the bad guys and being a team member and everything. So I'm excited to see that.
I am too, because I really want to see if they're gonna make Blackfire and Starfire like frenemies, like sister frenemies. Like, I don't like you, but I'm still gonna ride for you. Like, I'm still gonna
Right.
fight with you, even though I did terrible things to you, and you did all these terrible things to me. It's
I gotta
like you're
show
my
you.
sister. Like you're my sister. I love you regardless. It's like,
Right. Family at the end of the day is family. I gotta send you that picture. It's a picture with them all standing together and Blackfire is standing with them.
oh, okay.
I gotta send you that picture. Damn, I forgot what the point I was about to make. Because I was thinking about this dang on picture. Lord have mercy. And I forgot. I was gonna say something about them. Oh no. I'm going to tonight. It's my boyfriend was telling me that it was an episode that how this last episode 4, where Blackfire had came. There's an episode in the cartoon that's almost similar to that.
Oh, I did see a picture. I know what you're talking about. There's an episode. There is an episode. I remember that
Yeah, I'm gonna
episode
watch
because they
the
kind of
episode
look.
tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight just to see what the similarities are and if there are any things with it. But he was like, "This is just like what happened in the cartoon." I was like, "What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?" So I'm gonna check that out and see what that happened in that.
Cool.
But yeah, that's all I got.
I just really want to see Donna in her final form. Like, I really want to see her kick some serious ass, because that's kind of like how they kind of tried to make her in seasons 1 and 2. Like, whenever and when we first introduced to her in that episode, Donna Troy, we don't really like see a lot of actiony type stuff from her. We just get, oh, that's Wonder Girl, because and in season 2, when she is Wonder Girl, like we see her in her Wonder Girl costume, whether it's flashback scenes of 5 years when they are hanging with Jericho trying to get information from him, or like present day, like you're like, yeah, okay. Like I'm starting to get her presence. Like I'm starting to get like why people marvel at her so much.
Right.
And and I just want her and Gar to be happy. I just want her and Gar to be happy.
Me too. I do. It's like because that's where I feel like they did a lot. I feel like they kind of learned their lesson because I feel like in season 1 and 2 they had so many different storylines or so many things they wanted to accomplish. Where I feel like it oversaturated the show and the characters itself. Mm-hmm. You couldn't really flesh out situations. So, of course, yes, I'm going to kill this person off. Or, of course, I'm going to put this storyline to the sideline back here and we'll pick it back up. So, I'm really hoping that they choose this resurrection arc and they do better by her. I hope she has her black suit on.
What, for real? But from the promo pictures, it's still her regular red Wonder Girl.
I know.
But I have to say this, and this isn't, to the actresses.
Right.
But there's this one scene in Titans that I just had to shake my head at. And the one that I'm about to say, I had to shake my head at it. When they're coming, after Dick gets, after Donna tells him the prophecy and your friend is sent here, to kill Rachel instead of
right.
And they come to the house.
Oh yeah.
Donna gets the lasso and she puts the lasso around Corey's neck. Corey, she is. Let me know if I'm getting into it. But when Corey is trying to kill Rachel, I'll give her that. Corey is trying to kill Rachel. So not because she wants to, but because
right. And like I told you last time, you could have put it on her waist, her body, her legs. You could have took her down a whole nother way, but you went for her neck.
It was like putting a rope around a black woman's neck is not.
Yeah, like it's not cute, not cute at all.
Like I said, it's not the actress's fault. It's like
right,
but they were, it's not on them at all. But I'm just like, ew, put
right
on the black woman's neck.
Right. I feel you.
On her wrist, like if you could on her wrist, like she could lasso the legs and like pulled her on the floor, like just something, anything else, like in anything. Yeah, that's like I say, I might be reading too much into it.
No, I mean, I did. I mean, when you brought it up when we were talking about it, I was like, you know what? Why did on her neck? Like you could have strapped her right here. You could have strapped her on her waist. You could have took her down by her legs or her knees and said woo. But you put it right here, so you was ready to do a Flashpoint Diana style. No, we weren't here for that. I didn't like it.
No, it's like I say, it had nothing to do with the actresses. They were doing what they were given, but it's just like,
I forgot to ask y'all, did y'all cook any books tonight? You know what? I got something for cooking the books. There you go. There go your books cooked right there. And cue Jeff Johns' production treating black people wrong. Let's shot. Because I don't feel like, you didn't have to wrap it around her neck. You could have just put it around her arms, her waist, her legs, her knees. You could have took it down with the legs like that. Like, there's other ways to do it as far as the neck with a black woman. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
But yeah, I'm excited. Because I know a lot of people don't want to watch, or a lot of people feel like, DC Titans is not Titans and everything. But for me, the odd geek, I just like watching, things on TV that has powers. It is what it is. Like I said, hopefully they have learned their lesson from season 1 and season 2, and they can do a little bit better with season 3. Hopefully they get season 4. I think they will get a season 4 and 5. I really do feel like they will get 2 or 3 more seasons. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I feel like, they, like I said, this season 3 has really, them first 3 episodes was, like I said, it's different compared to season 1 and 2. Very different. The whole beast, the whole aesthetic, Everything is different. They took a risk and killed off Hank. I'm sorry. That was a risk.
It was a risk. It was a risk.
That was a risk. And then look how it's affecting Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I want more of Connor because I felt like we was going to get more of Connor in season 2 when they introduced Cadmus. And you know how Cadmus is.
I love that episode. I love that episode. It's so
when I think of Cadmus, I think about Young Justice. I'm like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because I'm sorry, Young Justice. Woo!
They were in their bag.
In every season, in their bag, I was mad watching season 2, and I was on episode 6, and I was like, so we're not gonna go, we're not gonna solve anything that happened because that whole time jump happened, and I was just like, so we're not gonna solve anything. We're just gonna keep it moving like ain't nothing happened. Okay, bet.
Right.
And Outsiders was good.
It was. And then my boy Jericho. Gotta give it up to my boy Jericho.
Did what needed to be done.
I loved him, but I just wish him and his sister were incorporated more.
Yeah,
that would be in season 3, or at least
right
to him, or like that. But
it's just like that's what I said. It feel like season 3 is like 3 to 5 years later.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that just because of how everything is happening with Dick coming back. Barbara as Commissioner Gordon now. Like it's just
Barbara.
like it's just so many different things that feels different.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel like season 1 and season 2 have been canceled out.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like almost like a soft reboot.
Mm-hmm.
It literally feels like a soft reboot just watching it.
But when she gave Bruce that read at Wayne Manor, I was like,
oh, it was the fact that she's like, yeah, if I need you, we'll put the light out. I was like, girl, she don't need you. She not gonna put the light out. I was like, God, Barbara, why you gotta be so mean? But I understand why you gotta be so mean. I hope we get to see leading up into her where she is now. That would be a dope episode, like a little flashback.
I would love to see her in the Batgirl costume.
That's why I hope Stephanie coming, because don't show me Stephanie's name and not bring no Batgirl. I'm just saying. Right. Don't I'm hoping that we get a speedster and a Batgirl in season 4, and Tim Drake as the forefront of the whole cast.
Yeah, because I feel like probably by season 4 they're probably going to start pushing Dick and Corey out as the leaders. Like, y'all got it now. So
right,
promote them. Like I feel like probably season 4 or 5. Yeah, Dick and Corey are probably gonna
overseers, leader. Like they'll be like the Batman and Wonder Woman of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they oversee everything. I can see that happening.
And it won't be every episode. They'll probably be like in a few.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, Tim. And then Connor and Gar are gonna be, and Raven are gonna be like the leaders.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably the direction they're gonna go. Probably season 5. I give it probably season 5.
I'm here for that. I'm ready for next week's episode.
Yes, I need to watch.
You need to watch what?
The promo. I haven't seen the promo yet.
I didn't watch the promo either. I'm gonna watch the promo when we finish. Anything else from you? How you feeling? You all right?
Oh yeah, I enjoy Titans. Like I can sit and watch it. I can sit there and watch it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Bet. Let the people know where they can find you at, Miss Avia. Oh. I done pressed the wrong thing.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Avia Knighton. You can find me on all up and down the YouTube page.
Up and down. All up and down the timeline and all up and down this YouTube channel. Make sure you people like, subscribe, share. Let us know if you want us to watch any TV shows. But I think that's about it for tonight. Like I told you, it was just 2 shows, just Gossip Girl and Titans. Mm-hmm. That's about it. And we're going to be out of here for the night. And peace out. Oh, girl, I love you. Oh, yeah. We got some more stuff to talk about. Because y'all still ain't to watch Sailor Moon Crystal. That's all I'm going to say.
About one